Hello Flosstube, welcome to my channel Home Sweet Home Handmade. I'm Natalie and this is episode 65 and I'm coming to you on a different day today. So it's Friday the 11th of October 2024. I normally film at the weekend, but I've been struggling with filming at the weekend because I work full time and I have alluded to the fact that I've got chronic illness, fibromyalgia, so usually by the end of the week I'm pretty shattered. So I thought, okay, Friday I feel okay, so let's film. So I've got quite a lot of things to show you. I'm up at my desk again and various bits of stitching around me. That one was a freebie from Not Forgotten Farm during the pandemic, and me and my sister Emily, stitching from Gnome Cottage, we stitched it together. This one here is Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining. I think it is, I'm not sure, Beach Hut Designs or something like that. And then this one was another pandemic freebie from 𝐥𝐤𝐤 Modern Folk Embroidery. That very cute cross stitch was a gift from my friend Honoré, and just trying to find, and that little one there was from Amy. So I've got lots of little treasures up there. So if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. This is my channel where I share my love of cross stitch, share my projects, and if you're a regular viewer, thank you for coming back and spending some time with me and waiting patiently for this episode. So today I'm going to show you a finish, secret squirrel section, which is my gift stitching. I've got some haul, some birthday haul as well, and I've also got the whips I've been working on. So there may be some outside noise because we do have some new homes that are being built at the end of our row. So if you hear any noise, that's what it is. I'm just going to have a little drink because I can feel a tickle. I'm drinking Capri Sun Cherry. I love these. So excuse me for that. So yeah, I haven't been here for a few weeks, although I did do a Flosstube extra with my Mill Hill Halloween kits. So if you haven't already watched that, pop back and see it, so it might give you some inspiration for your Halloween stitching. And I was asking people out of the little kits which one I should start when we are going on the plane to America, which is going to be in 3 weeks. I can't believe it. And this one was a definite success. Most people wanted me to stitch this one. And later I'll show you the little frame that I will use to stitch this on. So as with all Mill Hill kits, it's got all the threads and beads. Very cute. And as it's about a 7.5 hour flight, I usually stitch watch a film and eat as well. Last year I watched Where the Crawdads Sing. I'd read the book but I hadn't watched the film and I really enjoyed it. So that was the winner for me to film, for me to start stitching on. And since I last saw you, 2 exciting things have happened. It was my birthday and my hubby took me up to Robin Hood's Bay and we stayed in the little house. We've stayed there quite a few times now and I'll put some pictures in here. And I guess I should do this in my haul section, but I'll show you now. And my mother-in-law got me this for my birthday. It's from Bothy Threads, Daisy Window. I think it's fairly new out. I just love that. There's a Christmas, I think it's a winter one or Christmas one as well. Wouldn't you just love to live there? So yeah, and this is it's got 16 count white Ada with all the pre-sorted cottons, and that is beautiful. I think this might be a New Year start. So that's one of the gifts my mother-in-law got me for my birthday. And then the other exciting thing that's happened is I have mentioned it on here before, is that I have set up a stitching group called the Lincolnshire Wold Stitchers, and we had our first meeting at the library here in Horncastle, and it was great, and 9 people turned up. I couldn't believe that many people turned up. And so if you're in the area or you want to travel, it is the last Saturday of the month, 10:30 to 12:30 at the library in Horncastle. And it's seems to be a really friendly group, and it's just great to be around people that enjoy stitching and just seeing them chatting about what they're working on. I've also set up a Facebook group as well, which is a private group, but you can join if you would like, and I'm the admin on the group. So that's 2 exciting things that have happened. So let's get to stitching, shall we? And talking of America, I will show you my woeful progress on my project that I'm keeping in here, that I am stitching along with Donna Ray and Amy from Amy Loves Toads. And we started this last year, and you will be familiar with this if you've watched me long term. So we are stitching Plum Street Samplers Float, and we are also stitching Heartstring Samplery Sting Like a Bee. Both of those, but on one piece of fabric. So we haven't managed to stitch the last couple of weeks for one reason or another, but I will show you. I have made a little bit more progress. I said that I would have this stitched, both parts, before we go to America again. That isn't going to happen. I said to both the girls, I'll probably be frantically stitching on the plane. Well, I won't be, because I'll be doing this one. But I hope to finish this part. So a little bit more progress. There isn't a huge amount to do. There is another butterfly here and another rosebud here. So, but I've been frantically gift stitching, so this has gone a little bit by the wayside, but I do love that. And it's going to be so lovely when both of the designs are stitched together. So I'm using all the cord 4 DMC, and I'm stitching on a piece of 14 count Pole Stitches Designs Ada 14 count Pearl. So, and as always, I'm keeping this in my Made by Rachel bag. And she sent me the most loveliest pumpkin notions bag, handmade. And I've forgotten to bring it up to show you. I'll definitely show you next time. So that was a birthday present from Rachel. Look at all the cat hair. Oh. Percy and Simon are doing really well. I'll pop in a little video of Percy that I took yesterday. And yes, we have got our Christmas bedding on. And I know it's early, but it is flannelette, fluffy sheets, because it is chilly here. So, yeah. So our next stitch along I've shown you, and you're really welcome to join us, is going to be the 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞 Harvest Friendship. And I picked this one because there's 3 of us and I just love it. So I've got it kitted up in my Laurie Holt autumn bag, which is great. I got this from So Hot, and a Laurie Holt sunflowers keyring. So I've got all the DMC in here, and I have got fabric choices of Fabric Flair 14 count golden. I think this is a harvest one, so 2 of those. I don't know, I'll let the girls decide. So it's in here all kitted up. Also in here, I think I showed you this last time, I'm not sure, I've got Petal Pusher Troublemakers. And I love that board. So I might start that as well. I've got a bit of start-itis at the moment. And another thing I've got in here, which I have started to kit up, I've got most of them, is, I'll take it out so you can see, it's a Carolyn Manning Designs, and it's called the Spooktacular Halloween Garden Labyrinth. And I think this is amazing. I don't think that computer generated picture does it any justice. I love that. So that may be a start as well. I've got a piece of what I put in here to stitch it on. Let me have a look. I've got a huge piece of, I know that I got it from Lakeside. I think it is, I'm not sure. It's a grey anyway. That will definitely fit the design. So I'm all about autumn and Halloween stitching at the moment, but I am moving into Christmas stitching. So let's give you a little look again. So the Spooktacular Halloween Garden Labyrinth. Isn't that amazing? From Carolyn Manning Designs. Because this is such a big bag, I'll be able to fit quite a few projects in here. Actually, I'll put this little pouch in here as well, which I got from Yasmin's Made with Love. Yeah, it says it there. And I love this fabric, and I like the fact that she's done that quilting design on the back. And look at the little zipper pull. So I'll put that in here as well because I can put my threads in there. So that's the current whip we're working on, and the whip that we're going to start when I visit the States. Right, what on to next? So I'll carry on with the Halloween stitching. And the next one that I've been putting some stitches into is, it's a Jardin Privé Lady Halloween. and you can use, it's got called for DMC, black, dark grey, light grey, or they give you that one as well with the orange. Well, I decided to use Cottage Garden Threads Storm, and these are quickly becoming my favourite threads. I just love how you, let me show you the other one. So when it is in a skein like that, and it's got full instructions there of how to use it, but you basically unravel this so that it is like that, and then you pull from the, yeah, you just squeeze at the top and then you just pull a length, and I think that is genius. So it has got both of the dark and light grey variegation, and I am stitching this on, I think this is Vintage Country Cream as I got, and it is 16 count. And if you haven't already guessed, I'm an Ada stitcher and I stitch in hand, and I am loving how this is turning out. So I think since I last showed you this, I've been very naughty and haven't took any before pictures. I put the little spider in, the cobweb, and I've done more of this motif here, the bee, and then last night when I picked it out, I did the 𝐥𝐸 and the P. So you can see the variegation, but it is quite subtle. It shows up better in person. Yeah, I love that. So I am considering, I think I mentioned this last time, because I'm doing it all in one colour, well it's not one, it's a variegated thread, I'm going to stitch the witch's hair in either a purple or a lime colour. But I really like this one. So I think I'm going to keep this one out, and I'm going to finish these motifs at the bottom and put some more letters in. So when I pick it, I'm going to stitch on this tonight. When I pick it up later, I will take a before photo so that you can see what progress I make. And I'm putting everything back. So the other Halloween project that I've been working on is being kept in another Made by Rachel bag. I love that fabric, and it's bats on the back. And this is, I'm stitching this along with Imogen Immy from Stitch by Immy, and she is doing a forget-me-not sale, hashtag forget-me-not sale, for Halloween in the Rain by 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. And I'm stitching this with threads from Stash, mainly DMC, and I'm stitching it on a piece of fabric from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts on Etsy, who I'll link below, and it's grey grunge Ada 16 count, and this is the most perfect fabric for this design. So I usually start in the top left, but with this design I decided to start in the middle with the witch. And this is my progress so far. There we go. It's a really fun stitch, and this fabric, see if I can, that's it. is perfect for this project because they're in the rain. So I've fully completed the witch now. I'm starting up here on a cloud. There. And then I'm hoping to put that spider web in. So yeah, I like Halloween to be whimsical and slightly quirky rather than scary. But yeah, I love this fabric. I think I might have to get some more for other Halloween stitches. That is a lot more stitches than you think. It took quite a while. So yeah, I love her. She's very sweet. So yeah, I'm going to keep that one out as well so I can stitch along with 𝐬𝐤𝐤. And if you haven't watched 𝐬𝐤𝐤 on Stitch by 𝐬𝐤𝐤, you should go and watch her. She's lovely. I will put a link to her YouTube channel below. So then we, what am I going to show you next? Then I started this one. Well, no, I didn't start this one. I showed you it last time. And it's from Cross Stitcher magazine, the September issue. And it's the jam jars. As soon as I got this magazine, I started it straight away. And I'm stitching it along with somebody on Instagram. Please forgive me. Your Instagram name has completely gone out of my head. But I will link my progress on Instagram soon, I promise. So this is where I am so far. Oh, we've got a hanging thread. Please excuse me. So I have done the plum jam and the mini cherry jam, and I am now gone on to the lemon curd at the top. I mean, you could stitch one of these as a little gift. I just love this. I think this is Stitch Rhodea. Let me just check. I'm sure it is. It's called Spread the Love. And our hashtag, if you're stitching this and want to stitch along with us, is hashtag Spread the Love. Stitch Rhodea SAL, and it is Emma Congdon Stitch Rhodea. It's just such a fun, lovely piece to stitch, and we are jam and condiment fiends in this house. So I don't think there's anything on there that I wouldn't eat, apart from thick cut marmalade. I do like marmalade, but I like it shredless. So yeah, so when I see you next, I hope to have the lemon curd done. It's such a cheerful, happy stitch. So there we go. And then the next one I've been working on is I pulled out the Granny Squares project, which is in this super cute bag. And this one is by River Drift House, is it? Yes, River Drift House Needlework, Granny Squares 25. And I don't crochet, but I wish I did. I just love that. I love the simplicity of it, and I love the colour combinations. So this was a kit, so I'm using all the called for threads and the fabric. And that is where I'm up to. So last time I showed you I was up, I'd done these two. So I've done these. It's quite a mindless stitch as well. Yeah, lovely. The thing is, I've got so many lovely designs on the go. I'm like spoilt for choice, like Percy fur. And I've tried doing a whip rotation, and I stick with it for so long and then it just goes out the window. So the next one is this is a Made by Rachel show. I showed you this last time. So this is a gift for my niece. She doesn't watch these Flosstubes. She will be 18 when we are away in America, and so I decided to stitch this for her, and it is DMC and it's called 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞. You can get this very easily on Etsy and eBay. I just thought it was a very simple, lovely design for her 18th. So I need to keep this out to get on with it. So that's where I am so far. So I've done all the top. I just need to come down and get these flowers done. And it comes with a hoop as well. Or did it? Yes, I think it did. So yeah, I must spend this weekend trying to break the back of that one. But if I don't finish it for her birthday, I'll finish it for her for Christmas. Then on my actual birthday, I started this kit. Zipper, excuse me. And it's a Violas kit. And it's blackberry. I don't know what it's called, but I'm just calling it blackberries. So it's like a long, thin piece. And it's got the acrylic wool threads. Yeah, 14 counts 𝐦𝐸𝐤𝐸 woolen and acrylic yarn threads. And 2 wooden hangers. So you get these hangers. So I did my usual top left start, and I was a little bit wary about whether I would like the acrylic wool threads, but actually I really like them, and particularly for this piece because it makes the stitches really like puffy, fluffed up. So, oh, I found Rachel's bag that I told you about that she did for my birthday. I knew I'd put it somewhere safe. So it's got threads in here. So this is what she sent me for my birthday. Isn't that amazing? Lovely. And if you are new here or don't know about Rachel's bags, Made by Rachel on Etsy, I always link her below because I always show her bags on my Flosstubes. She is an amazing bag maker and uses the most whimsical, cutest fabrics, a lot of Heather Ross fabrics. And yeah, I just adore her fabrics. And she also, I have shown it in a previous Flosstube, but I think I might show it to you again next time as we are in cozy season now. I commissioned her to make me a quilt. To convalesce. I had some surgery in 2021 and she made me a quilt. So I paid for it, it was on a commission, and I love it. So this is what she sent me for my birthday. And our birthdays are very near each other, so I never forget. I sent her a little gift as well. Yeah, So I'm glad I found that. I knew I'd put it somewhere safe. So this is my start. Not very much, but 350 stitches. So I'm using 2 strands and the coverage is amazing. So it is up in that top left corner. Yeah. So that's what I did on my birthday. And as I say, it comes with the hangers, but I might actually paint these. I don't know, I'll see when I finished it, whatever that'll be. So it comes with these hangers. Obviously one for the top, one for the bottom. But I might paint them, I don't know what colour. And these are the acrylic threads. So as you can see they're quite fluffy. But I think for this design, with it being blackberries, this type of thread works very well. So I can't recommend, and the chart, I will just give you a quick flash, is very big, very detailed and coloured, which is great. So that's the chart. So I'm really impressed with this chart. And I will try and put some more stitches in this before I see you again. While we're still in the autumn. And apologies if you can hear my hubby in the background, he's working. So, and he tends to get louder and louder when he's on the phone, he doesn't realise. So I'm just chuffed I found that. So I said that I was stitching autumn and Halloween, but I'm moving into Christmas as well. So I had these 2 charts kitted up for the longest while, and I decided, oh well, just start them. So the first one is the Prairie Schooler, the 12 Days of Christmas. And that is one of my favourite Christmas songs. And then the other one in here is another 12 Days of Christmas. I know, crackers. Maybe I'm starting off a 12 Days of Christmas wall. And it's from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And yeah, I've had that kitted up ready as well. So the first one is Prairie Schooler. And I managed to get the first square done. And I think, well, this is definitely a fabric flare because it's printed on one side and not the other. I think this might be autumn leaves, but I managed to get Partridge in a Pear Tree done. And it's with all the cord for DMC. So I've now moved on to 2 turtle doves. And then on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, I have decided to do the border first, and I never do that. So it's got this quite elaborate border of Christmas trees and then like snowflakes and the bell. So I at least wanted to get across the top, which I've nearly done. And I'm stitching this on a piece of, it's 14 count, but it's got gold sparkle. And this isn't going to be quite as big as what I thought it was going to be. But there we are. So I'm coming up to the bell. So that's halfway across the top. I don't think you can see. I'm not going to pick up the, a little bit there, the gold sparkle. So these are my two Christmas stitches that I am quite obsessed with at the moment and enjoying stitching on. But the other Christmas one that, I've got lots of Christmas whips, not just that one. The other one that I need to put some stitches in, which was called for our October Whip Be Gone board, which is a play on Jessie Marie's Whip Be Gone. Look at that. This is the perils of having ragdoll cats or kittens. Hoover will come out shortly. Yeah, so I'm playing along with my sister Emily, stitching from Lone Cottage, and my friend Donna Ray, Flannel Jammy's Farm, and my hubby did the call for October, and mine was number 11, the Joan Elliott design Christmas Twilight, and it is to put 1,000 stitches on this. Sorry, that shouldn't be like that. So I'll show you where I am. I believe I started this on Christmas Day last year. And I got this as a kit from Pole Stitches, and the fabric is Snowy Mountains hand-dyed 14 count Ada. And this is where I am up to. I was a little bit unsure about the fabric. It's a pitiful start. There. I was a bit unsure about the fabric, but I think once I get those reds on it, it will be okay. So I've started, no, here. So I do need to focus with this piece this month, so maybe I will make this my 1 strand or 30-minute a day project to try and get some progress. So I'll show you it now, and then I'll bring it out for my next Flosstube. And I've also got the Joan Elliott Christmas Eve sampler on the go. I'll try and put some stitches in that and show you that next time. So I'll do haul, and then I'll do the secret squirrel. So just reaching over here. Oh, before I do haul, I'll do plans. This one is calling to me. This is from Stash, it's not new. But because I'm having such fun with the other Riolas kit, the blackberry one, this one is calling to me to make a start, and it is Apple Day. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic, but I love the fact that it is like, it like tells a story. So this one hasn't got the acrylic threads, it's got anchor cotton threads, and an 18 count spike art. So yeah, I think I'm going to start this one in autumn. So this is this is full coverage. All the little panels are full coverage. So I just love it. Very cute. So I don't know when I'm going to start that, probably between now and my next Flosstube. I'm hoping to have a little update video before I fly to America, and then I'm thinking of doing like a sort of vlog style while we're over there. My like American journals. We're going to Liberty Hill Needleworks, I think that is. what they're called, in Williamsburg, so I can be overwhelmed again by going in a cross-stitch shop. We're over there for Halloween, which I can't wait. Also our 15th wedding anniversary and the US election, so an action-packed trip it will be. But yeah, mainly just having a great time with friends. So haul, I got my haul from Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery. She had a little bit of a problem with deliveries, but I was happy to wait. So the first one I got is from Fine Frog Stitching, and I haven't got any charts from them, and I've never stitched anything from them, but oh sorry, but I just love this one. It's Badger Gentleman, and I just love that. You've been here a while, you know that I've got a leaning towards animals in clothes. Don't know why, but I just think they're cute and funny. So this is stitched on DMC, and they stitched this on a 16 count Ada in Merlot by Moonlit Garden Crafts. I've never heard of them, so I might take this with me to see if I can pick up some of that fabric. If not, I might find something else, but particularly in that like burgundy colour. And the chart is amazing. I'll give you a quick flash. Huge. So, and it's on lovely cardstock as well. So I can't recommend that enough. So along with that, I also ordered from Rachel, Counting Puddles, Books Are Magic. And as soon as I saw this one, I knew that I would pre-order this because I am an avid book reader. So this is stitched on a 32 count Scotsman linen by Be Stitch Me. Of course I wouldn't use the linen. Can't get Be Stitch Me here, so this might be another one I take along to try and get a fabric. It's sort of like a dark blue mottled, but I have got this fabric that I had in stash from Pole Stitches Designs, and it is Lightning Strike, a 14 count. So that, apologies for the glare, that could be a possibility. But I might take this along to see if I can get another option. Books Are Magic. And then the third chart that I got from Rachel, did I bring it up? I didn't. It's a V one. I'll show that next time. Trying to get organised for these floss tubes, and also remembering what you're stitched on is a bit of a nightmare. Now, of course, I had to get these ones from Market, didn't I? Along with my Gentleman Badger Clovis. And if you're a long-term viewer, you'll know that I did Theodore the cat, and I've got Clementine cat on the go at the moment, which was an ode to my Betsy cat, who we sadly lost last year, who was 23. So that's Clovis. And then the other new one is Reynard the fox. Okay, it's dungarees. And I love the fact that this is from Animal Crackers British series, and she's got a little Union Jack flag. The other one is, you've definitely probably seen it, is the bunny with the Halloween mask. Well, I can't get that one over here, so that's definitely on my to purchase list when we go to Liberty Hill. And with those two, I also got this one, which I think was a new one out at Market in August. Miss Raven's Pumpkin Sampler by Artful Offerings. I love the fact that the raven has got an acorn hat. I like that. I think I would probably stitch the raven in DMC 310 with a grey, and then I would use a variegated for the pumpkin and maybe the leaves. But yeah, very cute. What else did I purchase? Oh, I did get this one because I asked Donna Ray to pick up the tombstone from Michael's for me. Let me get this one out of plastic. So she was very lucky and she kindly whizzed around. Well, I think she ordered it a click and collect from Michael's. So she got me one of these tombstones, and this is Tombstones by Kathy Barrick, and you get both of the charts, but I'm going to stitch this one. And it says that you need to stitch it on a 40 count to fit on the tombstone. Now I've got some 20 counts 𝐦𝐸𝐤𝐤, which I think I'm going to use. Had it in stash, and it had the Deck the Halls blackberry designs to do the berries. It's quite a big piece, so I think I'm going to use this so that it will fit on the tombstone. That one. So it's a full coverage. So I knew I had that. And I knew that Donna Ray had got me this, so I had to pick up the pattern. Quite a lot of haul, but I haven't seen you for weeks, and that's why. That's my reason. So another Counting Puddles that I don't know whether this was out at market or not, but I just love it. And it's Frolicking Foxes. And it says, can you spot their little friend? If you look closely, there's a little mouse. So this, the called for is 14 count handmade paper by Fabric Flair, but I've got some 𝐦𝐸𝐤𝐤 white chocolate that I'm going to stitch this on, and it's the call for is all DMC. There is some speciality, not too many. I don't know when I'm going to start that, but I just love it. Very different design. And I think I mentioned last time that I was that I'd picked up a magnetic frame to do my Mill Hills, the little one, and I'd also ordered a big one from Mary at 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, and it was a pre-order. Well, it came in, and these are from Ukraine. I think they're from Wondercraft. So this one is for the buttons and beads kits that I showed you. And to me, these frames are a game changer. So if you haven't seen them, just trying to, you put your perforated paper in there and then your frame, and it's very secure, and you can stitch away, and because it's paper and it gets a little bit flimsy, this frame protects it. And also I like the fact that you're stitching, and if you have to, I don't know, put it down, nip for a toilet break or a cup of tea, you can just put your needle on the back around there. So I'll link Mary, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, her website, she's lovely, below. And I also ordered this when it came out. I'm not normally a sampler stitcher or reproduction sampler stitcher, but I did really like this one. So it's from the Stitchery sisters, Nikki Franklin and her sister, and it's Count Your Blessings sampler. And it says, count your blessings by the flowers, never by the leaves that fall. And I actually, although I do like colour, I quite like the muted tone of this. I have already kitted it up with the 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐬. I'll show you the threads. So I might stitch this on a vintage country cream. So they are the threads. It's a lovely palette. I like those pinks. So I don't know when this will be a new start, maybe in December. Lovely. And the quality of their charts is second to none. So you get it in this lovely envelope, and the paper is really beautiful, and you get all like instructions, and then you get, I'll just flash it quickly, chart like that, and then a closer up black and white chart. I love that. I need to finish the needleworker sampler that I'm stitching with my friend Sharon, and also the sampler that me and Emily started from the last knitting and stitching show in Harrogate from the Cross Stitch Guild, and we're going again next month, and I haven't finished it. So yeah, so highly recommend these charts. And I'm keeping this in, yes, another new bag from Rachel. She had a little shop update and it was a Halloween one. And look at the frog. And that fabric. I apologise for all the cat hair. And I do really like this fabric on the back. Right, so that's my haul. I'm now going to go into my secret squirrel section, as it's called, which is my gift stitching. So if your name is Donna Ray and you're my lovely friend, I'll say goodbye to you now, and I'll see you on Zoom soon, but I'll see you in less than 3 weeks. Exciting. So I'll just grab my stitching for that. So I managed to finish her gift. I was going to have it professionally framed, but as usual I've left it a bit late. So I think I'm going to have a go at doing it myself. So I stitched Old Friends by Hello from Liz Matthews. So it says, your heart and my heart are very, very old friends. So I used a Karen Water Lily silk in the colourway Hazelnut. And I stitched this on a piece of Fabric Flare 16 count Ada in the colour 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐬, and there it is. So I think I can frame this. I think I'm going to pop to the range, pick up, fingers crossed they have a suitable frame, and I'm going to get a board and pin and lace this myself. Just love how that variegated thread has come out, and I think this fabric is perfect. So I hope she likes that. I've been storing it in this bag, which is from Jules at So Sweet Violet. It's like one of their spring bags. It's got an embroidered daisy on it. And I started another gift for Donna Ray and her hubby. After doing my Mill Hill kit parade last time, I decided to start this one for them because we are ice cream lovers, and last time we visited them we went to an ice cream parlour near them. I'm keeping this in this little bag that says "Just a Girl Who Loves Cats," which is true. That one looked like my Betsy. And that is how the boys sleep sometimes. So I'm stitching the Mill Hill Spring Bouquet Collection Ice Cream Sundae. And I'm using one of the small frames from Mary at 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. And I'm not far off having done the stitching. A little bit more to do. But as I say, these magnetic frames are just a game changer with Mill Hills. So I've got some grey fabric which I'll put on the back, and it comes with a little magnet. So if I'm pushed for time, I will take this on the plane to finish it, but I hope to finish it before then. But I will be using this frame to stitch the Bewitching Pumpkin. So I'll put that one in there together. Oh, I've got my, I'll show you these. I've got my stalk scissors that I got last year from In Stitches. And I've never seen any of these before, and I love them. And it's got like a mother of pearl bead scissor keep. They're lovely. So that's my stitching for Donna Ray, my gifts. So if you comment, just don't comment exactly what it is, so it remains a surprise for her. So if your name happens to be Emily and you're my sister, I'll say goodbye to you here now. Hope she's gone. And this stitching I'm keeping in one of these Laurie Holt plaid bags. I've got one of her zippers. So this year we stitch each other something for Christmas, and when I next drag her on, which I'm hoping will be before Christmas, we might show some of the gifts that we've stitched each other. So I'm doing her a project from this book, and if you haven't got this, you definitely need it, because I would stitch everything in here. And as she is a summer girl, I really need to put a sticky note where this is in the book. I'm stitching her summer style. I love that. So this is my progress so far, and I'm hoping to get this done shortly. This is on another piece of Vintage Country Cream by 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐿, and I've got a hanging thread, so apologies. So that's where I am. So as you can see, I've done the hat, the wicker basket, the sunglasses. The socks were supposed to be white, but I knew they wouldn't show up on my fabric, so I picked the lightest teal, this key necklace, and I don't know whether that is perfume or it could be a crystal decanter for gin, because she's a gin drinker. And the little sandals, wedge sandals. And I've made a star on the dress as well. So I've got the blouse to finish, well, start, finish the other wedge sandal and the dress. But I do love that. I love the effect of the wicker basket and the straw hat, sun hat. So I do need to get on with this because this one will be professionally framed. And then I am stitching her another project, and it is the Nebby Needle Santa's Workshop. And I'm not sure where the rusty key is. It's somewhere over there. I've kept it safe. So I so far have done this one, and I just need to do the snowflakes on the back. There we go. So I'm stitching this with some of those silks that I showed you before. I can never pronounce, but you'll know what they are. One strand, and I'm not sure what this fabric is. I don't know, but I think I can probably, I know the white is B5200 and the green, red and brown are the silks, so I can get this done for next time, and then I'll just need to make it up. Yeah. So I've had that chart in my stash for ages, and I thought, oh, I will do that one for her as well. Put it all back. Looks like a complete bomb site in here. Right, I think that is everything I've got to show you. I have stitched on another one from Ink Circles, and I have hunted high and low and I don't know where I've put it, so I will find that and show it to you next time. That's a common theme. So, thank you so much for watching and spending some time with me today. And if you haven't already done so, I'd really, really appreciate it if you would hit the like button, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And there will be all clickable links in the description box below for people that I've mentioned and shops that I've mentioned, and also there is a link to my Buy Me a Coffee on my Ko-fi page. So until I see you again, I'm hoping, as I say, to get in a quick update before we go to the States, and then I'll be doing like a bit of a vlog style while I'm over there. So until then, happy stitching everybody. Bye.